Hello, I'll be giving you a quick overview of echo in LiDAR tasks. And to first understand echo better, it's a good idea to kind of explain what the self-driving car does. So self-driving car basically has this little green point that we see in every single task, and this green point is emitting LiDAR points. And these LiDAR points basically shoot out everywhere and picks up these little white dots that we're seeing and are annotating. So sometimes, in regards to echo, sometimes the LiDAR points are shooting out, right? And it's basically hitting all these objects, and while it's hitting these objects, sometimes some of the LiDAR points bounce back, or the data from the LiDAR is just being misinterpreted. And when it's being misinterpreted and it forms almost like two objects, one real and one false, that's what you call echo. So I'll be giving you, or showing you rather, the two ways that task types generally deal with echo. The first being to exclude echo, and the second being to include echo. So what I like doing to find echo is that I like to use the L hotkey, which basically toggles the label coloring. And as you can see, all the cars are in red, and the other colors are other labels. But just to keep it simple, we'll be focusing on cars only. So I'm getting an idea of the relative sizing of most of the cars. Most of the cars are around the same size. When I'm finding echo, sometimes I'll see that cars are larger than they usually are. So whenever I see a car that's larger, that's usually an area of interest that I would like to look at. It's kind of moving throughout the scene. I'm seeing that this car is pretty big. In the previous frame, I'm seeing points basically covering the majority of the cuboid, and in the next frame, I'm seeing it only cover a bit. So that's like an indicator of echo. So I'm going to go ahead and investigate a little further, and we have a lot of space here, but it looks like in the previous frames, it's kind of jumping around a bit. So at some point, it looks like there's going to be echo, and there it is. So what is the echo? So we're seeing that the LiDAR points are hitting this car, and it's forming the second false image, which is right in front of the car. We know that the car, or the real car, in the back portion of the cuboid looks like it's some type of minivan or some SUV. So in tasks where the instructions explicitly say to exclude echo, you would want to make sure that this false car over here is not included. I'm going to go ahead and drag the top of the cuboid and just pretend that it never existed. So that's how you would deal with echo for tasks that tell you to exclude echo points. Moving on, I'm now going to show you how to deal with tasks that want to include echo points. Moving. I'm seeing a bit of point leakage right here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom. So what this is telling me is that either the cuboid was made too small for the actual car or that the echo was excluded. Now, we originally excluded the echo for the car in front, but depending on the task type, they might want to include echo, so you always have to consult the instructions. And sure enough, we have a real car back here, and we have the false car up in front. So to include echo, we just have to drag and make sure all the points of both the echo and the real car are contained within the cuboid. And that's your brief overview.